Love and light. This is CYNETHA Jade. Most call me Love. Love and light to you. If this message has reached you, chances are you were guided here by your higher self and or spiritual guidance team. I appreciate each and every one of you who will be a dear and click that like button. And if you enjoy the vibe, I dare you, go on ahead and subscribe and get ready for good vibes. I am not a doctor, nor am I offering any legal or medical advice. Please note all readings are timeless and for entertainment purposes only. Also, please note the description box below each and every video on the channel. Therein you'll find the ways with which to connect with your girl, as well as any payment information for those looking to tip, donate, book a personal reading, or more. If you're still here, you're supposed to be. So let's get on with your sessions, shall we? Ooh, we gotta talk. Whoever this is, you're looking to escape the heat. Bad. All right. And for those wondering, what the heck is the heat? All right, this is the sitch. Someone maybe was out there testing them waters, whether guy, girl, what have you, right? I'm picking up that there is high likelihood this could be a female energy. However, it doesn't have to be the case, right? Take what resonates, collective. This is a general collective message, all right? And your intuition trumps all. 33 on the timer. So someone here could be the type to, go to church or be in the church, or even be, more religious or logic based regarding faith-based ideations, okay, and not so super duper spiritual, or this could be the energy of the other person connected to the situation. But apparently the channeling is coming through that this is part and parcel of the eye-opening energy, the catalytic energy, dare I say, for someone here to really open their eyes and understand that this life is far more spiritual, 111 on the timer, than most maybe realize. Interesting. It makes sense, collective, because just saying, the divine is the ultimate strategist, and they will get the job done. So they're gonna come in and infiltrate if they gotta, right? If you send out the signs, the signals, and the stubbornness, okay, but they got to do such severe methods, they will, all right? And often it is connected to, our passions, our desires, our dreams, our goals, right? And our pockets. So it makes sense that we're talking about a lover's situation, okay? Whoever I'm speaking to, you want to escape the heat because you want to basically circle the block and without repercussion. 2 on the timer. Yeah, you got to balance that out, baby. And I do believe we are talking temperance angel energy coming in, inclusive as part and parcel of this situation, and makes sense as it should. But we're not just there yet. Maybe there's some synchronicity to get ahead of yourself here, because we're not even at the tarot. But I'm seeing in the cards here that you could have hooked up with some people. Yes, multiples. My goodness. Protect that, okay? It is sacred portal energy, whether you understood that at the time or not, and damn sure cleansing. I don't mean just so, I'm just saying. But anywho, I digress. Moving on, all right? There could be up to 3 people you could have hooked up with other than this person, whether they were people that this person knew of or not. The situation is that you want to spin back around like, oh no, nothing happened in between point A and all those other points that you were making in between the circling back around point, right? But yet you can't escape really feeling the pressure, the desire, or dare I say the need to circle back. I mean, it's heavy. And I get it because I already pulled from the tarot, so I know a little something about that part of the session too. And we're talking soulmate energy, at least. Okay, so there is going to be a heavy pull in the passion aspect of this connection. Makes sense? This isn't your first rodeo. And here we are. the situation is at your root, or golly, I could have the energies flip-flopped, and this could be, I'm speaking about your person and not you, collective member. So take what resonates here. But somebody here was not done checking to make sure that someone was the one, when whole time they were the one. They knew they were the one. Other people probably talked about how they were the one, you know. And the thing that I can liken it to, I'll just go ahead and help myself, all right? Because, you know, I can, I will, and I care, okay? So, like, I'll have this thing where it's like, I'm, like, even at the dollar store, right? Like, it's already just, like, trinkets. Okay, like, calm down. They cost $1.25 now, all right? But it's like, it is what it is, okay? And so maybe I found some sort of trinket that required some painting, and gosh, you know, I wouldn't want it to look like a child actually painted it. So, you know, I got this propensity to look through them all. Which one's the best painted one, right? And that's just me outing myself, just trying to say, listen, I get it, okay? I can understand the pull on trying to make sure, you know, and trying to see them all. Like, you know, even the other day I was picking out rugs, right? And it's like, okay, this is so funny. I kid you not. I touched the first rug that was the rug. It was the rug the whole time. I said it was a great rug. I said about why I loved it to whom I was with and all of that, and still had to go through the rest of the stack of rugs in the bin to just make sure that I saw them all so that I was making the best choice, okay? And I think I'm guided to out myself here for someone to understand that, you know, this is a general collective message. Like, yeah, some folks were out here trying it and they were actually being assholes while they were doing it, right? But not everybody, right? Like, sometimes some people are just built certain ways, you know, and maybe there is some aspect of, like, you know, neurodivergence that maybe needs to be, you know, factored into or discussed even, right? Because some people have ways about themselves too, and it's not like, oh, just because they have a way, that's just it, and that's just the gospel. No, I would never, ever say that, okay? So that's also definitely just for clarification, not coming through the channeling here, not this vessel anyhow, okay? We don't speak or think like that here. It's just that you want to make a wise choice, okay? Then you've got to also be open-minded about seeing the other person's perspective or lack thereof, in spite of any actions actioned out, or perhaps not, okay? 622 just hit the timer. And that therein is the ending and new beginning energy, because it reduces down to 10, makes sense, okay? So you want to escape the heat, right? And you may be hooked up with a couple or 3 people that maybe or maybe not this person knows about, or damn sure would not want to know about, right? I mean, it's giving that energy. That's why we're talking about it. Makes sense. You know that this person's going to be pissed. Like, not even just hurt, they're going to be pissed when they find out that, like, it's kind of, now my guides are taking me to that Friends episode where Ross is trying to explain, you know, we were on a break, you know, and it's all, and even then, you know, Ross wasn't the one that was normally getting asked. So, like, it was just, it was just things lined up a certain way where, because of the history, perhaps for some of you, of this connection, it was like they thought, you know, hell, maybe they thought that was the last time they were just going to even get, you know, to have access in a certain way with a certain type of energy, perhaps, right? So it's kind of a mixed bag here as to why your people maybe stepped out, or maybe, you know, just simply and solely betrayed you. And I don't say it tongue-in-cheek. I'm just trying to really kind of keep it generic, because, again, it is a general collective message, okay? So here's the sitch. You're going to have to tell them, okay? I know you want to escape the heat. I ask Spirit, like, well, what are they going to, you know, what are they going to do to escape the heat? And another card came out indicating escape the heat. So that's double the energy. So it's like, you know what you got to do. Okay, interestingly enough, I'm also looking at 3 cards in total that speak of the truth. So you've really got to offer that up. I think we also had 33 come out on the timer, right? So you could damn sure be seeing 3s in synchronicity of this, in confirmation of this truth that you already know it to be. And so the only way to kind of level up out of this energy is to go through it and get through it. There really is no such thing as escape. However, you will be free on the other side of facing this, right? So, you know, it's kind of giving, you know, what a tangle web we've weaved here. But hey, you're still in charge. You can tell yourself at this point, whether I'm speaking to the collective or whether I'm speaking to a cross watcher, I am in charge to choose to go through this, to then ultimately be free. And or just the same, you're just as powerful. I mean, I'm not advising this. Hello, please. Not this one. But, you know, the other thing on the menu here that I can see for the same individual, you know, utilizing free will, is I can choose to stay stuck in this fucking energy. And by energy, I mean fuck shit. No, don't be that one. I mean, you can. I'm not here to say otherwise. I too am here to offer up the truth. So I will not lie about that. However, I'm still dead ass not lying when I say that's not the best option, to stay stuck in the fuck shit. My goodness, I thought that was pretty self-explanatory, but you know, we'll just double confirm what we already know. Seems like we're pussyfooting around, doesn't it? Seems like that's stagnating, isn't it? You're still stuck, yet you're still in charge here. Gosh. All right, so act like it, live like it, love like it. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune coming out with the Ace of Cups. Sounds like this behooves you well, collective. This is not, or cross-watcher, a situation whereby you are being set up by the divine. Divine's got their popcorn ready and they're, you know, no, this is not peanut gallery vibes for that kind of energy. Again, it's not the fuck shit version of the menu item we just spoke about, okay? We're talking about what happens when you face this, honey bun, and or crosswatcher. 10:33 on the timer. Just saying, even this divinity, this ascended master vibes, this essence of Yeshua, most call him Jesus, sadly, but is really steeped in this ending the cycle and new beginning. Now the 10 brings it in simultaneously. And you want to break it down, it's really about you and God. God moving for you, God moving through you, perhaps is more aptly stated, right? You connecting back unto God. You, the one, God, the zero, the all in all, the infinite. Makes sense? So this is really beautiful energy. And oh my God, literally God. I've got the Hierophant in my hand. You are in charge here. I'm now channeling, he's got the whole world in his hands, right? But the he is you. The Hierophant is you here. You are in charge, backed by divinity, backed by God, backed by the Hierophant, backed by Source. You and Source. Again, it goes back to the strategy. This is talking about love, correct? Getting your understanding of what love is, perhaps, because with this heartbroken energy, 3 of Swords, coming out with this 5 of Rods, which is literally the card for fuckery, folks. My God, okay? I don't know that you knew it well. You know? I don't know that you knew love. And it makes sense, because if you knew love, why, you know, how are you, and this is not judgment, it's like, let's action it out together. Let's action it out together with open minds and open hearts, because I'm here with an open mind and an open heart delivering this message, which is also inclusive of some channeled messages that I'm not at liberty to manipulate. But let's talk about how loving you were towards yourselves, whether or not you knew it. And by it, still talking love, folks, okay? Let's talk about how well you knew love. Let's talk about how well you knew yourselves. Well, you're talking about multiple people you've hooked up with. Multiple people you've hooked up with that you now feel, and this is not me judging you, you now feel a level of guilt, shame, or regret. How many times has that happened? Did you feel each time it happened that it was love? Do you now know it was not? For some, this is a general collective message. I'm not here saying you never had love. Like, come on now. I'm not here to word curse. My goodness. You know that about me by now. All right, so This heartache stands, okay, because you've got heartache and regret and guilt and shame stemming from you about you, as well as you involved with others. But yet you're in charge and you're coming out with Hierophant energy backing you. So what do you do about it, babe? You face it. You heal through it. You make the choice to understand why you made certain maladaptive decisions, why you were in some sort of aspect of codependency, right? Why you were not as loving towards yourself, okay? It's a whole ball of wax for some, and I get that. But the Strength card isn't coming out here for you, whoever you are, whether collective, cross-watcher, or you just found the channel. The Strength card is not coming out for you regarding this. And again, this takes us back to the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Cups with this person, all right, that you want to spin the block around. It's not coming out for you to fail. So please stop adding that to the ingredients of whatever the situation is baking, okay? Somebody's worried here, okay? And instead you need to just pick up your rod, your staff, and fight, all right? Fight away the ideations, fight away the projections, fight away the thoughts, fight away the emotions. And of course, you've got to face them all. I'm not saying avoid them, I'm saying fight them, right? Put them in their place. You are in charge. So where do they go? Do they magnify or are they squelched out? Do they exist in your world, your body, your heart, right? Right, okay? So you're in charge, act like it, and that's what brings it back around the lighter, brighter energies, okay? For those knowing that irregardless of your actions, you're expected an apology, it comes. Of course, on the other side of you facing these aspects of self, perhaps, as well as your path, okay? Because you're coming out on the other side of this as King of Swords energy. The king don't fuck around. The king understands what is and what is not about self, about others, about the path, okay? And again, there's that pull because the Six of Pentacles indicating you are soulmate energy. Okay, and some of you, you know your person to be in the spotlight, the limelight even, could be. Or this is you, or it's both of you. So there's like a lot of weight to this connection as far as, you know, what may exist to aim to thwart it off of its connectivity, right? But the Hierophant stands. I'm hearing to say the Hierophant stands, all right? That source energy really is rooted at is the root of all of this, okay? So really, like, what God puts together will not stand to be broken, okay? It will not stand to be broken. The weapon may be formed, right? ... Okay? And the ... really is about that prosperity that you most assuredly are fated to receive. Okay, Nine of Cups energy coming out. This is the way this person does view you in spite of all of this. Yes, but also this wish fulfillment is coming in on the other side of all of this, and it stems farther than simply and solely this connection, I'm hearing to say. Hierophant is well pleased with whomever. Excuse me. Wow, that did not want to come out. Or somebody did not want that to come out. The Hierophant. Excuse me. Divinity, all right, divinity, source energy, is well pleased with whomever and who all ever is in fact doing the work. And by the work, I guess it would be most aptly stated shadow work. Again, the process of facing through to get to the other side of these emotions, these projections, right? The fuck shit, the good, bad, the ugly of self, okay? To essentially be free, which is really the return unto source, okay? The return into, you know, Christ-like consciousness where you are freely manifesting and co-creating with source energy at will. And therein lies that Ace of Swords. Spirit is saying this is true, but this is the epitome of what I've just channeled for you. And it stands just in the distance, just in the horizon. I'm hearing to say specifically the word horizon, okay? With the Seven of Pentacles coming out, as well as the Ten of Rods, the Page of Cups, okay, there's that apology energy, the Four of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. it seems like the long story short is whoever's on both sides of the fence here does receive a level and a measure of blessing, and that blessing therein is growth. Okay, and we are here to learn and grow our souls, so we do understand that that growth is most assuredly blessing. Okay, I didn't say it was easy. I didn't say it was roses and candy. I didn't say you enjoyed every bite. I didn't, you know, I get it. Okay, it was ugly sometimes. I get that. Okay, and maybe that's why, you know, we were on a break. Going back to that Ross Geller energy from Friends, right? And I get that too, whether that's you, collective member, or you, cross watcher. Okay. You're just being guided to really just continue on the path, utilize that strength, hope for the best kind of energy, right? Hope for the best of self from you to you, okay? As well as hope for the best of self from this person to you, all right? And of course, that includes from that person to that person. You guys, healing will make a breaker situation, you know, because hurt people hurt people. They can't help but to hurt people. If you're hurt people, that's it's an even bigger rabbit hole, right? So, you know, general collective, take what resonates, but this kind of has like an onion layer effect to it on both sides of the fence here. You know, maybe two people were actually vibing quite nicely because they were on the same fluctuated frequency. Let's call it what it is, all right? It doesn't have to be the case, but I'm mindful to highlight that that could very well have been the case, of course, in past energy, makes sense, for some. Now looking at the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles with the Death card, you guys on the other side of this Fated Wheel of Fortune and Ace of Cups, which aces nonetheless are breakthrough assistant energies, and you've got two of them. One of Cups and one of Clarity or Swords, okay? On exactly how to escape the heat, on exactly how to one-up this connection, okay? Level it up, on exactly how to deliver this truth, okay? And, you know, as to when, well, that's up to you, babe. 2033 on the timer. My God, can't even make it up. On the other side of this balance, it seems like energies will be ushering in perhaps even fated events for your next encounter. Wow. So whoever I'm speaking to, you know, you are divinely blessed, okay, in spite of being divinely pressed about rerouting and actually circling the block for whomever is on your mind. I mean, it must be fate, right? Love and light.